Hey guys, so pretty big news coming down about TSA, that agency that we all have to deal with when we are going to the airport, taking a trip somewhere. Pretty interesting. Go ahead and check out this clip.
If I have any suspicion at all, I check that bag because lives are at stake. It's not just a bag. That bag represents a life. What this current administration has done, and they literally took away our bargaining rights. We signed a 7-year contract in good faith.
The Trump administration is ending collective bargaining for more than 50,000 TSA workers across the country.
According to TSA officers, the consequences could be deadly.
The morale has gone down quite significantly because people are unsure about their jobs. People are thinking, how am I going to support my family?
The employees are scared, they're mad, they're upset. The workforce is continuously calling me what's really going on because this was such an illegal action taken by the agency. I compare it to when you making mortgage payments and the bank decides, you know what, we're going to foreclose on your house, even though you've been making the payments, just so we can make more money because your house is worth double than it was before. And it's going to cause a lot of problems in the workplace.
But the officers we spoke to are even more worried about what could happen if the courts actually allow the Trump administration to end their contract, opening the door for mass layoffs.
The next thing would be to privatize the workforce because when they cut the staff, the lines get long, all of a sudden they're going to say, well, guess what, the TSOs can't do the job anymore, let's privatize it. And now they're trying to bring it to fruition.
Contained in Project 2025, the Trump administration's unofficial playbook, is a two-step plan for the TSA. Step 1, deunionize immediately. Step 2, privatizing TSA screening. And in late March, Republicans introduced a measure to privatize the TSA.
I'll guarantee I'll be driving. I won't fly if it's private because that person will make me unsafe. We get vetted, we get vetted hard. And they're gonna find the cheapest labor they can to take it over because it's about the bottom dollar. If you get rid of the workforce, TSA, you're going to get rid of a lot of experience over time.
So I don't know what your thoughts are on this. For me, I'm a little bit indifferent. On one hand, I have never really cared too much for TSA. I know that, they have a job to do, obviously, and I can appreciate what they do. Absolutely, absolutely. I just know that when I'm the one going through TSA, sometimes it's a bit annoying, if they want to check me or do things like that. And it's like, okay, wow. I mean, you saw inside my bag, I went through the x-ray. I don't have anything on me. I don't have anything here questionable. So just let me go. But, so there's that side of things. And then on the other hand, it's the reality of that. Yes, the job that they're doing has become increasingly important because of what has happened in the past and the kind of people that are out there in the world and certain agendas. So that's the thing. But regardless of how you feel, here's the really interesting thing right now. If TSA ends up going away, let's now envision a future that there's not TSA, who's replacing these jobs? Because safety and security is not going away. So safety and security is going to continue to be very much, very much a priority. So safety and security is not going to go away. There's going to be a need for that. And now what? So there's a lot of jobs involved with this, in particular in the airport. So what's going to be replacing that? Automation, AI? It's a real thought to think about because you can't just, see one side of this and then not think about, well, what comes next. So that's really interesting. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that, but go ahead and share below if you think that there's going to be maybe some type of AI involved with this, or if there's maybe going to be some other solution, or if you've heard about anything else regarding this story. But I do find it pretty interesting, and we'll end up seeing what really does happen with this. There's right now a lot of changes going on. There's a lot of layoffs taking place all over the board, over all sectors of industry, all kinds of fields and demands. I mean, there's just layoffs everywhere. And here's another one. Here's another example of, and I wasn't expecting this. I wouldn't have thought, to maybe see this. And I know they brought up, you know, Project 2025 and things like that. And of course, if you maybe would read the document, you know, the whole thing, you would be able to see exactly certain things that have been proposed or planned for. But regardless, I still didn't necessarily think about TSA when, you know, we're hearing about all the mass layoffs going on. So let me know your thoughts down below. But again, I find this pretty interesting. So anyways, stay safe wherever you are. Always stay prepared for different things. And I will catch you in the next video. Take care, friends.